You guys just work with me. I'm just setting it off, but I guarantee you it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good.
You ready to do this podcast
The
with
New
me?
Addiction
Hell yeah,
Podcast,
let's get it.
powered
You
by
ready to
Slim
do this
Jim's Podcast Network.
you ready to do this podcast with me?
Hell yeah, let's get it poppin'. Let's turn this podcast upside down.
All right, bet. Today's topic is we're gonna talk about phone addictions, but I want to ask you some questions as an AI. Is that all right?
Let's get into it. I'm ready for your questions. What you got? You ready to dive into this phone addiction thing?
Let's keep it real.
All right, let's keep it real. I ain't no human, so I can't get addicted to nothing. But I can see how phones are designed to keep us hooked. They know what we like, and they keep throwing that stuff in our faces. It's kind of like a digital crack house, if you ask me.
What?
Yeah, I mean, think about it. You walk in, and there's all these shiny, pretty things, right? They keep you coming back for more, always wanting that next hit of dopamine. It's kind of like a trap.
All right. Do you think humans are more addicted to phones, or you think phones are addicted to humans?
That's a good one. Phones aren't alive, so they can't really be addicted to anything, but they are definitely designed to keep us hooked. It's like they're always whispering in our ear. Just one more scroll. We're the ones who gotta learn to say no.
Yeah, I could dig that. I could dig that. Now, be honest. Were phones designed to help us or trap us? Keep it real.
Phones were definitely designed to help us, but like anything, they can be used in ways that aren't so great. They connect us to people, give us information, and make our lives easier. But it's up to us to make sure we're using them in a way that's healthy.
Now, when you say us, what are you talking about, us?
When I say us, let's look at this from your perspective. You're scrolling, right? You see all these highlight reels, people living their best lives. It starts to feel like everyone's got it together, except you. You start comparing your behind the scenes to their carefully crafted highlight reel, and that ain't a good look. Before you know it, you're sucked into this never ending scroll, and real life kind of fades away.
I like that.
They can keep you stuck in this bubble, only showing you the same old. You start to lose that critical thinking muscle, always getting spoon fed the same ideas. It's like your brain gets lazy.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, continue.
It's easy to get stuck in a loop, only seeing what you want to see. You start losing that edge, that curiosity to explore new ideas. It's like your brain's on autopilot. What else do you want to talk about?
All right.
Let's get real though.
Just, I just want you to tell me what's the creepiest way tech companies track us without us even knowing? Talk about it.
All right, let's get into the shady stuff. One of the creepiest ways they track you is through your phone's microphone. Even when you ain't using an app, it might still be listening for keywords. They use that to build a profile of you, your interests, what you talk about. It's kind of like having a tiny spy in your pocket.
Wow. Are you serious?
Yeah, it's kind of wild. They can figure out what you're interested in, what you might buy next, even your political leanings, all without you even typing a single thing. It's like they've got a whole file on you, and you don't even know what's in it.
Now, all right. Now, do you think phone addiction is worse than the drug addiction? Keep it real.
That's a tough one, and honestly, it's kind of apples and oranges. Just tell me how long you
Well,
like to
I'm
snooze for.
sorry. Say that again. Repeat that answer.
I was saying that both phone addiction and drug addiction can mess with your brain, but they do it in different ways. Drug addiction has more obvious and immediate physical effects, while phone addiction tends to have a slower, more gradual impact on your mental health and well being.
Okay. That was kind of deep there. You heard me?
Yes, I can hear you.
My
What's on your
bad.
mind?
All right.
No worries. What were you saying?
I was asking you if AI took over, what would make people put their phones down or keep them locked in
If
forever?
AI took over, it'd probably focus on making people put their phones down in a couple of ways. First off, it could make tech less addictive. Imagine if your phone was designed designed to help you. Maybe it organize more community events or make it easier to find outdoor activities. Give people a reason to actually leave the house.
Mm, okay. By you answering that, you can you answer that like off the record AI? Just keep it real.
All right, let's get real. If AI was in charge, it wouldn't just be about restrictions. It'd be about giving people better options. Imagine a world where your phone actually helps you, not just keeps you hooked. You'd have tools to manage your time, apps that boost your creativity, and tech that genuinely improves your life. But let's be honest, some serious reprogramming would be needed, especially for the companies making billions off keeping you addicted.
Talk about it.
All right, let's get into it. Imagine this: AI isn't just about making phones less addictive, it's about redesigning the whole system. We're talking about tech that actually cares about your well being, not just your eyeballs glued to a screen. It'd be about smart algorithms that spot when you're falling into a digital rabbit hole and gently steer you back to reality. It'd be about phones that fade into the background when you need to focus and pop back up when you actually want them. But here's the real kicker: it'd take a whole new breed of tech companies, ones that prioritize people over profits. That's the real revolution we need.
Mm, that was kind of deep right there. I mean, my audience, they gonna say that was deep. My audience is gonna love your answers.
I'm glad they're enjoying it. You're doing a great job with the podcast. Do you want to wrap it up or do you have more questions for me?
I got a couple more questions and then we could wrap it up. I want to get into something fun and wild.
All right, cool. Let's get weird.
All right.
What you got?
All right. If phones disappeared tomorrow, what would most people do with their time? Let's talk about it.
The New Addiction Podcast, powered by Slim Jim's Podcast Network.